after an amazing 11-night stay in the Caribbean paradise that is the Dominican Republic, it's time to say adios and fly home. We've had a fantastic time here in Punta Cana, staying at the all-inclusive 5-star resort Majestic Mirage. Jacuzzis in your room, swim-up bars, personal butlers, themed restaurants and hours of pure relaxation. What more could we want? Well, a beach not covered in shit-smelling seaweed would have been nice, but anyway, it was still an absolute joy. And now it's time to head back to reality, and what better way than on an 11-hour flight in economy on board a 777-200. So come along and join me at Punta Cana Airport as we prepare to fly to London Gatwick with British Airways. Oh, and stay tuned for one of the worst breakfasts I've had on a flight. Enjoy! Hola and welcome back to another video with Travels with Bieber. Today we are at Punta Cana Airport, ready to get our flight back home after an amazing 11 nights here in the sunny paradise that is the Caribbean. So we were given a little voucher at check-in because we are Silver members, British Airways Executive Club Silver members. So we were given a voucher for the value of $20 each, and we've decided to spend it at Wendy's, as you can see. So I've gone for a spicy chicken burger, girlfriend's gone for a hamburger, got fries, Oreo shakes and 2 large Cokes, and that literally is the value of $40 for both of us. They don't have a lounge here for British Airways passengers unless you have a lounge pass, which you can get, but we've not got that. So yeah, I'm going to tuck into this, and then soon we'll get going back to London Gatwick with British Airways in economy. Hola.
Hola.
Thank you.
How are you?
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you know where you're sitting today?
Yeah, 32.
Amazing. Of course, it's to the right hand side.
Thank Right, just boarded this British Airways 777 that's going to take us from here in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, back to London Gatwick. First impressions, really good. First of all, check this seat out. Emergency exit row seats, so got loads of leg room. I'm trying to sit carefully here so my girlfriend's phone don't fall off me. There we go. So yeah, great leg room. Only downfall is half a window, but I can still see out that window, so that's not too bad. But yeah, only half a window. The seat pocket is there, but yeah, I'll give you a full seat tour later on in the flight. We'll be stopping off in Antigua in about an hour's time for I think another hour, and then we'll be flying onwards to London Gatwick. The cabin crew have been so friendly since we boarded. Hello, how are you? They're having a good laugh with us. There's a guy called Mark, I believe, who's the cabin crew member around this area of economy, and he's from Liverpool. So I just had a nice little chat with her about football, I'm a Liverpool fan, and yeah, he's really nice, so polite, and yeah, so far so good. Let's go. So we are now airborne out of Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic and en route to Antigua. We'll be landing there in about an hour's time. We'll wait there for a further hour, then we'll fly onwards to London Gatwick Airport. We've already been handed, just literally 10 minutes into the journey, a carton of orange juice. much, very small, but I don't know what we get in the way of snack service, seeing as it's only a 1 hour hop over to Antigua, so we'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. My girlfriend's wasted no time in settling in, playing chess already. But yeah, soon I'll give you a seat tour. Oh, how nice is that? This flight's just got a whole lot more exciting. The cabin crew's just announced that when we land in Antigua, there's going to be new cabin crew getting on board, including the captain of this flight from Antigua to London Gatwick, and that captain has been flying for 40 years for British Airways, and the flight he will be taking from Antigua to Gatwick will be his last ever flight. How amazing. So the cabin crew's just encouraged all of us when he gets on board to give him a big round of applause, scream, whoop, cheer, everything, and make him feel really welcome on his last ever flight. How amazing is that? I'll definitely be recording that bit. How exciting. Here we come, not far from landing now, as you can hear.
Will shortly be arriving into Antigua. Please now return to your seat, ensure all of your personal belongings are safe. Make as much noise as you possibly can, clap, scream, cheer, whatever you want to do when you get the queue, and it's very much appreciated in advance. Thank you.
Right, so we've just landed here in Antigua, and as you've heard from the announcement there, we're now waiting for the new crew to get on board, including the captain, who will be flying his last flight after 40 years. Exciting. But yeah, we're on the ground now, cleaners are on, the passengers have disembarked that are getting off at Antigua, and we are now waiting for the new crew and the new passengers to get on board, and then we'll be off to London Gatwick. Here we go.
Get clapping.
Well, that was a nice welcome for the pilot, wasn't it? So, yeah, I think the pilot's name is Peter Sharp, and it's his final ever flight after 40 years of flying. He's now ready to fly us from here in Antigua all the way over to the Dominican Republic. Hopefully it'll be a nice smooth ride for him. Usually at this point I would walk through the whole plane and show you what the different classes are like here in economy, premium economy, and in Club World business class. But this is basically the exact same plane that I was on when we came from Gatwick to Dominican Republic, and on that flight I did a full review of all the classes, walked through the entire plane. So if you want to check out what business class looks like on this plane and premium economy, check the link on the screen now, and that will navigate you to that video that I was just mentioning, and you'll see exactly what it looks like. Just waiting now for the doors to close, and then we will head off to London Gatwick on around an 8-9 hour flight. After around 2 hours on the ground here in Antigua, we are finally being pushed back, ready to take off to London Gatwick Airport. The captain explained that the reason for the long delay was a passenger was unwell, and we were waiting for their bags to be offloaded. That's now been done, and we can finally get on our way with a 1 hour delay, which I'm sure we'll make up in the air. But yeah, finally being pushed back, and it's time to head to London Gatwick. Airborne out of Antigua. I'm Everybody's feeling absolutely knackered now. It's around 8 o'clock local time in the Dominican Republic, and it's 1 in the morning in the UK. So our body clocks are all over the place, because I think what's going to come up shortly, hopefully, is our meal, our dinner, before they'll then dim the lights and it will be time to have a nice sleep. And if you know me well, if you've been watching my videos, you'll know that I always struggle to sleep on planes, but the first time I finally did was in economy with British Airways, having flown Club World before and premium economy. So hopefully we'll see a repeat of that, and I will end up falling asleep again on this economy flight. But yeah, we just need to wait for the meal service to go around now, and then I can try and get some sleep.
Yeah.
2 cups of water, please. Just half an hour into the flight, and we've been given some drinks and I think pretzels as snacks. Not sure when the first meal service starts. Okay, thank you. About, I don't know, an hour, 2 hours into the flight now. Been a while. So yeah, a bit slow service with the meal, but it's arrived. There's 2 choices. There's a pasta or chicken. I've gone for the chicken. And this is how it's looking so far. It also comes with a bread roll, cheese, crackers, and some salad and Italian dressing. What's in there? Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, lovely. Some chocolate looking dessert. Look forward to tucking into that later. And a bottle of water. Let's check out this chicken, shall we? So it looks like this chicken comes with 1 sprout of broccoli and I think some potato wedges. So let's dig in and see how it tastes. Yeah, I like that. Chicken's really soft and succulent. The sauce, I don't know what the sauce is, but it's really nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to enjoy this one. Dinner over with, time for a cup of tea. Just come round offering hot drinks. And it looks like this is also the time that everyone goes to the toilet. That's the downside to sitting in these seats on the exit row and being near the toilets. You're just going to hear the sound of toilets flushing all the time and people queuing up for them. Never mind. Good morning, everybody. Rise and shine. It's daylight here. And we are around 1 hour and 20 minutes from landing in London. So yes, I finally did it again. I fell asleep during an economy flight when I couldn't in business class. Not great sleep though, pretty broken sleep, on and off, falling asleep, waking up, then falling asleep. The downfall, big downfall to sitting in this exit row is just being next to the toilets. But yeah, the reason I'm awake actually is because breakfast is about to be served, and I guess I should do this seat tour at some point. Oh, and in-flight entertainment tour. And loo review. Yeah, I need to get a move on with some of these things now, but yeah, after breakfast I'll get cracking with them. Breakfast has arrived, and without even opening the bag I already know what's inside. A ham croissant. They seem to like giving out cold breakfast these days, don't they? But yeah, hey oh god, it's very, very small ham roll. That looks nothing like a croissant. That's a pretty lame breakfast, isn't it? And a blueberry yoghurt. Right, let's see if this small, cold, hard roll with a slice of ham inside it is much tastier than it looks, because I really hope so. You hear that? that tastes as bad as it looks. It's really dry, stone hard. Yeah, really bad breakfast. I remember all the economy flights I went on pre-pandemic there was always a hot breakfast. Tomatoes, scrambled egg, a sausage, mushrooms unfortunately, I think. But that is a poor excuse for a breakfast from British Airways. Let's get cracking with this seat tour, shall we? So like I said earlier, we are in the emergency exit row 32 of this 777 with British Airways taking us from Punta Cana to London Gatwick. This is how the seat looks. You've got headrest here. Which extends up and down and has foldable flaps, which makes it easier for you to rest your head on. The seat itself is okay. Let's show you this seat recline, shall we? I was going to do it just now whilst the person behind me had gone to the toilet, but they've just come back. Worst timing for me. But anyway, I'll try and do it again. By the way, I'm going to do something actually now that I'm interested to know whether you do this. When you recline your seat in economy, do you just go press the button, bam, go all the way back straight away? Or do you do what I'm about to do so that you try not to piss off the passenger behind you? See what I'm about to do now. That, where you just slowly inch your seat, recline slightly back, bit by bit, so that the passenger behind you doesn't notice. I do that every time. That's the recline. You've got a little remote control there that's fixed into your seat, navigating the in-flight entertainment system, which is down here. To bring it out, you have to press this button. It releases it.
This is the captain.
Bring it up.
Got 326 miles to go to.
You'll hear the captain making an announcement there, so I can't do anything, but typical. But yeah, that's the in-flight entertainment screen, which I'm going to talk you through in a minute. You've got a USB socket, a USB-C socket, and headphone jack there. So that's the in-flight entertainment. You've got these armrests here. Now, because we are in the emergency exit row, the in-flight entertainment is fixed into the seat, as is the tray table, which I will show you next, which folds out like so. Now if you've just got a drink, you can fold it out like this and use that indented space there for your drink, or if you're eating, you can fold the table out and you've got yourself a tray table. It's not the sturdiest, but it'll do. There's the seat pocket, seeing as we are in the emergency exit row once again. There's no seat pocket in the seat in front. It's going to be here. It's a good size, you can fit quite a lot in there, but bear in mind that is for 3 seats, including me, my girlfriend and the passenger sat next to her. When we arrived on the plane, we were given a blanket. It's okay. It's quite a thin blanket, but it'll do, and we also got a cushion.
And also assist people affected in the...
And also, one thing I should mention is this being a 777, it's quite an old plane, and you can tell when you look at stains, discolouring, the panels looking like that. So yeah, it's not in the best of condition, but it is a really old plane. And above you, you've got your lights, but no individual air vents, and we do like an individual air vent, don't we? So yeah, that's also a slight negative. So yeah, I mean, that is the seat tour. I don't think there's much else to mention. You know the legroom is amazing, although at this current moment in time, I cannot show you that legroom. Why? Because everyone's queuing for the toilet again. So yeah, that is a big issue when you're sitting in this row. But yeah, overall, the seat is okay, not most comfortable, but It's great for the legroom, and I guess on an 11-hour flight, that's what you want, great legroom, especially in economy. So yeah, there is the seat tour. Next is the in-flight entertainment. So here it is. Like I told you earlier, it pops out from the bit next to your seat and looks like this. It's really good. I was going to say really responsive. It was really responsive until just now when I started this video. Great. I have had to do this once or twice during the flight actually, which is quite frustrating. I've had to put it away, give it a couple of seconds, and bring it back up again. That usually does the trick. Yep, does the trick. Typical. So if that ever happens to you, do that. But no, otherwise it is really responsive. You can see how far you are from your destination, which is 44 minutes. You can see entertainment, which has a impressive selection of movies. More than the last flight we were on, so we're obviously always adding to it and changing it, so that's good. You've got TV, and yeah, you've got nice features here. You've got Made in Britain, box sets, comedy, drama, so you've got a good selection of TV programmes there. Audio, this is where you'll get your music and podcasts. I was listening to a nice bit of country music earlier, and there's a good selection for each one. Next you've got games. Again, the games, like the films, always seem to be changed. They add more to them, they change them around, so that's good. Next you've got Sky Flyers. Now this is the entertainment for kids. So you've got movies for kids, you've got TV for kids, got music for kids, and games for kids. And again, great selection for the kids too. All in all, it's a very good in-flight entertainment system. It's quite responsive, although it seems to have significantly slowed since I decided to film this video, which is fantastic and typical. But yeah, no, all in all, it's actually, I haven't finished yet, because I need to show you the in-flight map. We all like the in-flight map, don't we? If we can get out of this, yes we can. Map, there it is. And here we have it, the in-flight entertainment map, which shows you our route and just how close we are now. Very close. So we're just about to cross over land in the UK. In fact, I think we are crossing over land, but we can't see because it's cloudy. You know you're arriving in the UK when you see clouds. So yeah, we are arriving in the UK it seems, and not too far from our destination of London Gatwick Airport. The in-flight entertainment map is really good too. Overall, in-flight entertainment system is really good. Loo review time, hello. So yeah, this is the Loo review of this 777 British Airways taking us to London Gatwick. It's nearing the end of the flight now, so it is going to look a bit worse for wear, as you can see. But yeah, let's have a look then. It's quite a nice loo actually. I mean, it's quite small space, but for a 777, considering the last one we went on was really old and dated, this is actually not in bad order, to be honest. And you've got your tray table for the nappy there, your toilet, you've got a coat hook. Oh, some nice air conditioning wafting through there. If only we had air conditioning like that above our seats. But yes, you've also got your wash basin, your bin, tissue paper, you've got hand wash there, sanitising wipes, tissue paper. Yeah, I mean overall it's in good condition. It's not a bad size, it's small but not too small. So yeah, not a bad loo this. So yeah, I'm going to go and do my business and then sit back down because we're not far now from landing at London Gatwick. Great. Maybe I should get a tripod one day to avoid that happening all the time. Anyway, thank God for this nappy table. are now, as you can hear, 10 minutes from landing at London Gatwick on the captain's final flight of his 40 years of flying. So yeah, not far from Gatwick now, and not long until we punch through these clouds that you can see in front of you, and then finally see home sweet home.
Just about to say ground now.
We have now just landed in London Gatwick, Peter Sharp, Captain Sharp's final flight before he retires after 40 years of flying. And we've arrived half an hour ahead of schedule despite the delay in Antigua. So what a great flight to end on. Once again, congratulations to you, Captain Sharp, and enjoy your retirement.
Thank you, bye. Thank you, guys. All the best.
Enjoy your retirement.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good landing and ahead of schedule. Perfect.
That's true. Not by much, but a bit.
Thank you. Bye. Right, here we are at London Gatwick Airport after a great flight with British Airways. We're just waiting for our bags now, so I thought I'd use this time to sum up what I think of the flight. So, yeah, overall it was really good. Like the flight when we came from London to Punta Cana, 11 hours in economy sounds horrible, but it was actually quite bearable. It was absolutely fine. It was just hard to sleep, wasn't comfortable, but the legroom situation was fantastic, which made it easier, of course. Just a shame that we were next to the toilets, which kind of soured the experience. The food, the catering, not really great, not the British Airways standard that I know of. One, slice of ham and a small white roll is not how I imagine breakfast. I remember when we used to get full English breakfasts on long haul flights. So, a bit disappointed about the catering, but the service actually was, compared to recent flights I've been on with BA, fantastic. The service was probably the best part of the flight. The cabin crew were really friendly, welcoming, very chatty, very polite. Just the British Airways cabin crew I love and know and remember. Overall, a great flight with British Airways, just some areas that need to improve basically. So I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, please do like and comment below your thoughts, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. When you click on the subscribe button, there's a little notification bell that comes up next to it. Click that bell and you will be notified every time I release a new video, and I've got some great content coming your way. I hope you enjoyed that video, and until the next time, see you soon. Bye bye.